Hashtag bring back the Snyderverse. So, a lot of people, even people I know did not really care for the Snyderverse, I've seen are like, nah, I kind of want to see where this goes. Like, and I know what these people want. They want his story to complete itself and tell the full vision. Now, Snyder had a lot of movies. There was like the Atom and other stuff popping off, and they changed all that. They kind of stopped letting him run the universe, and he had to exit for tragedy. Now, I think what they should do is let him finish his story. They keep saying his trilogy. I'm like, no, 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 no. He left seeds planted. Now I know he wanted to do 3 Justice League movies. He had the one, and then it was supposed to be another, and then just in case it comes out, if you don't. But basically, there was a spoiler alert. There was a hit to a child that was going to become a superhero later and be representing later. Um, the end conversation made a difference at the end of the film. So I think they should and they shouldn't. Now, I understand that Warner Brothers wants to move forward. They want to do a broader fan base. They want to try to touch into other things and kind of leave things open so they can kind of touch things. Like now that they've seen they had like success like the Joker and stuff, they kind of want to grab morsels and then, put things together if they need to be. But by introducing like President Superman and stuff and the multiverse, which they've already kind of did on the TV shows, and they've said stuff about the multiverse, now they can kind of cross them over if they want to just by jumping universes. So I think what should happen is that they should give him 5 hours to complete his story. Now, hear me out. I know how he wants it to end. And I would like to see how they get to the nightmare sequence and all that stuff, right? I think 5 hours is enough. That would honestly make about 2.5 hour movies. Like you take the second one and you make it about 2.5 hours. You take the third one, make it about 2.5 hours, and you plot it out over a course of 5 hours. He's already proven, I mean, I already know he could, but he's proven that he can do a complete story given just a full time to tell his story. He can do it, and it comes out very well. So I think let him finish his story. Be like, listen, you can't use. I mean, like he wants to do the Atom. That's something he wants to do. They could throw the Atom in there, and he can reference the Atom movie, kind of like, yeah, I know you were on that adventure. We don't have to fully see it to hear about it. And go, okay, so we know these guys are a little bit experienced. They can take like these stories and give us those Justice League. If they give us those Justice League stories, those main characters are the ones who came together. We would get Cyborg, we get the Flash, and we already know we're getting the Flash from whatever. They could totally do it and hint to it like they did with the other two, with Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Like, oh, you were with the Justice League, blah 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 blah, and leave it at that. And then as fans, we can interpret whichever one we want. I mean, it's going to be the Snyder Cut, but whichever one we want to say, well, that's the one that they're referencing. All they have to do is like, oh, Flash, yeah, you're a part of the Justice League. You helped save the world. That's all you need to say, and it's like, okay, your brain goes immediately to the movie. Warner Brothers and AT&T right now is leaving money on the table. That's supposed to be their money that they should be picking up, and they're leaving on the table. That's easy payday. And I know they're probably thinking, well, to the movies. Actually, no. Use it for your streaming service. I mean, they said like their main focus is their streaming service. People will stream that to see the final ending. And, you could be like, Justice League The Final Stand or Justice League Last League or, cool tag with it like Zack Snyder's Justice League, the final chapter or something, and have him do it just like he did before. But I say give him 5 hours. That way he can kind of work with whatever he needs to work with. If he likes the Atom or anything, and maybe go over a little bit of history of what was going on at least of these, and do the movies however he wants to. Let him finish his story. Let us finish the Dark Side. All that stuff. See Granny Goodness, and complete his vision. I think that's not a bad idea. And then after that, and tell everyone, look, this is it. This is 5 hours. You're going to get it. After that, There is no more Snyderverse. So they tell Snyder, you have to wrap this up in that 5 hours. And that's it. There's no more. We're done. We're moving on. We're moving to the next one. We're going to have Ta-Nehisi Coates write a character that he should not be writing because, you know, he thinks a disaster is good. That one of the worst disasters that have ever happened in American history, he thinks is great and was well deserved. So, you know, I'm sorry, just that angers me. But outside of that, I think, yes, there's fans who wants to see this story's full story come to an end. So, yeah, hashtag bring back the Snyderverse. I think you should bring it for one final story. Don't bring back the whole universe and do all this stuff because, geez, someone is texting me like crazy. Do all the whole stuff to do that and just bring it back just for that one. Be like, look, this is the swan song. This is it. This is done. And like he has 5 hours. We get another 5 hour thing. I know the people will come back. I mean, they loved working for him. I honestly think even Ray Fisher, with all the anger and stuff, and I do want to eventually talk about that, even he would come back for that just to finish that off. I mean, you can recast them though, and I think that's what should happen. So you guys tell me what you think, but I think it's pretty dumb that Warner Brothers will not revisit it. I think that's dumb, and that's leaving money on the table. Easy money that they could get, easy streams that they could get. I mean, heck, I got HBO Max because of the Snyder Cut, and I got it for Godzilla vs. Kong, and then I'm getting rid of it again because to me it's a little high on the price. It's good. It's a great service. I'm not going to lie. It is a good service. I don't feel like paying $15 for it when I can either go to my friend's place or do something else. So, um, like I said, when something really I want to watch it, then I'll just go get it. Simple as that. I'll just reactivate it. But it's a great service. Like I like the setup, the access to a lot of the stuff. So I'm not knocking it. It's just I don't feel like paying $15 for it, unless I really want to see something. So after the month, I'm deactivating until I'm ready again. My one friend does it. He just told me today he's deactivating his Hulu so he can activate his Netflix again. Um, quick pro tip though, if you have Comcast cable and like the TV, you can get like Netflix for really cheap. And T-Mobile also has Netflix. So I don't know the other phone services. So try to look at your services and see if anything hooks you up before you just cut it. But his doesn't, so that's what's happening. But I think they should bring back the Snyderverse for one final 5 hour boom and be like, this is it. So that's just my opinion. You guys tell me what's yours. This is Geek Protagonist. You stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. Hashtag bring back the Snyderverse. See ya.